This is the fall 2014 Calculus AP Prep Session, Part 5. And this session that I'm dealing with is problems relating F, F prime, and F double prime. And this is the last problem, and it's a pre-response non-calculated problem. And the figure above shows the graph of f prime, the derivative of the function f on the closed interval from -1 to 5. The graph of f prime has horizontal tangent lines at x equals 1 and x equals 3. The function f is twice differentiable with f of 2 equaling 6. Find the x-coordinate of each of the points of inflection of the graph of f. Give a reason for your answer. I'm going to go ahead and write up here above to give some room. So I have A. We have the points of inflection are going to be where the slope of f prime changes from positive to negative or from negative to positive. So we'll say at x equals 1 and x equals 3, because what I just said, I'm going to put in writing now. The slope of f prime of x changes from negative to positive or positive to negative. All right, let's see. That's the reason for the answer. That should take care of part A. Now we get to part B. And that is, at what value of x does f attain its absolute minimum value on the closed interval? At what value of x does f attain an absolute maximum value on the closed interval from -1 to 5? Show the analysis that leads to your answers. Well, what's happening is that we're starting at a certain point at when x equals -1, and the function value is decreasing from there. The function is decreasing all the way to x equals 1, where at that very instant the function stops decreasing, but then continues to decrease all the way to 4. So we're going to have our absolute minimum value is x equals at x equals is at or where x equals 4, because f of x decreases all the way, not very articulate way of expressing it, from x equals -1 to 4, then increases. Not very articulate, but I think that would get full credit. Increases until x equals 5. Okay. And absolute max is really harder to explain. What's happening is that there's an area of increasing, decreasing that is shown by accumulated area between x equals -1 all the way to x equals 5. And so what's happening is that we're starting at x equals -1. That's going to be a candidate. Our candidates are going to be x equals -1 and x equals 5. But since the integral from -1 all the way to 5 of f prime of x dx is less than 0, so if we take this as positive above the x-axis over here at the right and negative below, this accumulated area is going to be less than 0, then the absolute max has to occur at x equals -1. And so we're starting to go positive after x equals 4, but not enough to make up for the negative we've gone down from -1, x equals -1, all the way to x equals 4. That's what it means. So I hope that's sufficient. Not extremely articulate, but that's what I did. Okay, now we get to C. Let g be the function defined by g of x equals x, f of x. Find an equation for the line tangent to the graph of g at x equals 2. We're going to use, to find g prime of x, we're going to use the product rule, which is going to be the derivative of x times f of x plus the derivative of f of x times x. So the derivative of x is 1, and so that's just going to be f of x, right? 1 times f of x plus x times the derivative of f of x, which is f prime of x. And so we're trying to find at x equals 2, so g prime of 2 is going to be f of x. Well, f of x is simply, if we put in our initial condition, f of 2 equals 6, we're going to have 6 plus x, and x is 2, right? That's our input value, 2. F prime of x, well, at x equals 2, f prime of x is -1. So we're going to have 6 minus 2 is equal to 4, which, by the way, is going to be our slope, or I'll put m sub t. All right, now for our point. We need a point and a slope. G of 2 is going to be equal to, we're going to say g of x is x times f of x. So we're going to have 2, which is x, times f of x, which equals 2 times 6, which equals 12. So our point is going to be, it's going to be 2, 12, and our slope is going to be 4, or m of t. So our equation is going to be y minus y sub 1, y of 1, that's going to be y minus 12, equals our slope, which is 4, times x minus x sub 1, x minus 2, and this is going to be our answer, part C. Anyway, that's the end of parts 1 through 5 on relating F, F prime, and F double prime, which is probably the most crucial topic in understanding being successful in calculus at this level. Again, I hope this has been helpful to you. Thanks for viewing.